Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's your host Steady Yeti. Today we're going to be revisiting a deck, and we are going to be playing a different list. It's the same archetype but a different list. And I think this list, I did some reworking on the old list, and I think this list is a little cleaner and more or less where the deck needs to be. And you'll understand once we get into it. So let's just go ahead and hop right into it. It's obviously, the deck's not this card. This card's horrible, honestly. Especially playing it on ladder. You always start it. Hopefully we get to do that today so I can complain about it. Because it never happens in paper. It always happens on ladder. The deck we're going to be playing today is Ethan's Typhlosion. So y'all know what this deck does. It does 60 more damage for each Ethan's Adventure supported card in your discard pile, and he does 40 base. Y'all know how synergistic this deck is. The Ethan's Adventure lets you search for all of your Ethan's Pokemon or fire energy, whatever you need. And then the Qualavas lets you search for your Ethan's Adventures. So it's really hard to brick in this deck. You get cards like Buddy Poppin' to go get your Cyndaquils. You have stretchers, Pokepads, all that, Ultra Balls, all that good stuff. Petrol if need be, all that good stuff to be able to really set up really quick. And the thing I like more about this list is it plays all of the things the other list did, but I did cut the Dragapult line, and reason being is, although the Dracloak engine is good, I feel like I was wanting to focus too much on doing both at the same time, setting up the Dracloaks and the Dragapults and setting up the Ethan's Typhlosion. Where with this deck, you could just very easily throw down 4 Cyndaquil into 4 Quilava into 2 to 3 Typhlosion, loading up the fire energy turn after turn after turn, because all of your other one-offs, the Shaman, the Psyduck, even the Victini, Fez, Genesect, Tatsugiri, Meowth, they're all just support for when you need something. You don't have to run them. And I'm honestly to the point to where the deck realistically doesn't need 2 rare candy, how consistent it kind of feels. And you'll see that in the gameplay here soon. Or at least the way I carry the deck, because I play it as we're playing Ethan's Typhlosion, and that's what you're going to see. Ironically, I haven't ran up to any, maybe one grass matchup playing this deck, but other than that, yeah, the deck's pretty straightforward. I do still have the one redeemable ticket in here. This card seems really cool. More or less, just if 2 of your Ethan's Adventures get prized, that's pretty bad. It's not super necessary if 1 does, because your Typhlosion will be 220 without buffs. That's pretty solid number in the meta right now. That takes care of a lot of your support Pokemon like Fez and Meowth. If you're playing against grass, we know what that means. If you're playing against Lily's Clefairy, the 230 hits that too, but having that extra one, that 3rd one, is super important sometimes. But yeah, that's where we're at with that. Let's go ahead and hop into some gameplay and see what we can get going with it today. Definitely going first in this deck without a doubt. It's not a bad go second deck, so you can go ahead and adventure if you get a bricky hand, but it's not very common. And this hand, I mean, this is the hand. This is just everything. Go ahead and start with a Cyndaquil. I wouldn't mind starting with Tatsugiri and having the Cyndaquils on the bench to eventually become Typhlosions, but hey, single prize for single prize. Let's get it, buddy. So buddy buddy. And we're going to do an all check. We need to check to see how many Ethan's Adventures we have ASAP. So we're missing a Typhlosion. We have all the Quilavas, missing a Cyndaquil. Shaman's in the deck. Okay, not that we'll need it per se. And we have 4 Ethan's Adventures, so those are all in the deck. So that's good news. So we will play the 2 Cyndaquil, and unfortunately I don't have. I mean, I could get energy this turn, but I don't really feel like I need to. You know what? I haven't played this matchup, and so we're going to hope they don't have an aggressive turn 1, and I'm just going to pass. Because I could buddy buddy for more, but I don't really need more right now. So they do have a pretty good start getting the stuff loaded up, but that's what every Alakazam deck looks like, so not tripping yet. Let's see what we can do here. Brave Bengal won't be doing much unless they're checking the Dunsparce, and that would be insane. I think I'm gonna Meowth. Although it does give them a 2 prize, I feel like I'm going to get a little bit quicker start here. I'm gonna Meowth for an adventure and go ahead and adventure fire, Pokemon. If we could, actually hold the telephone. Attacks used by your Evolution Fire Pokemon do 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Holy cow. So definitely got to get that somehow. Throw that there. Throw that there. Oh, we have a buddy. Sweet. I was about to work into a secret box for an Ultra Ball or something. But we'll just buddy for the Victini. And get the Tatsugiri too. Just because Ethan's Adventure helps me search for fire. So if it's where this Quilava gets knocked out, I can get Typhlosion and fire. So now we're doing 52, yeah, 52 the Abra. And this lets him draw cards. Yeah, which that sucks, but it is what it is. And then we're going to go ahead and Bonded by the Journey and go ahead and get 2 adventures out of the deck. 1, so we could possibly draw into something different, but 2, because that means, well, that's not a bad thing here because they're not a hand disruption deck. Another cool thing about this deck is you can secret box away the adventures, and we might be doing that. At least 1 next turn. Well, no, we'll do 2 next turn, but we'll use 1 probably. And then we're just going to hit for 50 and take the knockout. Start that early aggression. Show them we are not here to play. And there is the 4th Cyndaquil. That is a great pickup. He's just going straight in for it, brother. I don't think I have a stadium that matters. I have a... Oh gosh, I don't even remember the name of it. I feel so bad. Gravity Mountain. That stadium used to be my goat. I have a Gravity Mountain, but I don't really need that. We're doing more than enough damage. Now, honestly, oh, he whiffed the energy. The dub is definitely looking in our favor here with that. I think with him doing that, well, we don't need to play supporter this turn, so we'll bond it by the journey. Get Ethan's adventure. Go ahead and Ethan's adventure. Get Quilava, Typhlosion. Oh well, hold on. One Quilava and fire. Play Quilava. Play Typhlosion. Attach fire to Quilava. Would have let me. And I should have done the click thing. And then secret box away the other two Ethan's adventures. I don't think we're going to need them this game. And I guess we'll discard this Brave Mangle too because it's not doing anything. And then, don't need you, Karen. And then, prevent all damage counters from being placed on bench Pokemon. Okay, so yeah. So we're basically just, if they get a comeback train going, we're not doing much. So go ahead and grab a Pokepad. There aren't any Pokepads, they're all prized, I guess. Wow, didn't even notice. Okay, so Ultra Ball, and get some Ultra Ball fodder. And supporter, I guess Petrol, just to have, because we don't really need Lana's. So get that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball into Typhlosion too, just to really show the aggression. Throw away the cage and the bangle. Steel cards we don't need. The Typhlo. And I think it's this one. That one. It wasn't highlighted for some reason. Maybe it never is, I don't know. And I'm okay with the smack here, so we'll just go ahead and attack for knockout. So now we are down 2 prizes to their 6. Being a single prize matchup, this is great news and it feels good for sure. Yeah, that's probably what I would have done too. It wasn't looking too hot for them. Was not looking too hot for them. Alright, let's hop into another game here. Get some real content creation going. Let's get a real game. Let's play against a water deck. Bring it, buddy. Always heads. Even if it flips tails, I'm always picking heads. And it flipped tails, but I always pick heads. Maybe I shouldn't, but I always do. Oh, that was my mulligan. I was about to say, what's opponent on? Okay, they're on grass. Oh wow, this hand is awful. Jeez. I guess we're gonna start the duck. I guess we could start Genesect. Put an air balloon on it. Their ace flip probably doesn't matter. So we'll just start the duck. I guess this hand isn't terrible. We have an Ethan's Adventure, and he started the Meowth. I'm glad my opponent does it, but it's ridiculous. It always happens. And he literally draws into a basic. Surely he didn't start Meowth on purpose. That would be less than ideal. Unless he thought it worked that way. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry to tell you, but it does not. Alright, let's see. Why does this have a bubble on it? Well, it doesn't now. Interesting. So we're just gonna go straight in. Ethan's Adventure for another Cyndaquil, a Quilava, and a Fire. Play Cyndaquil. I really want to attach Fire to Psyduck and Retreat, because next turn we'll be able to hopefully adventure for the Fire and the Typhlosion. I mean, screw it, man. We ball. And want an Ultra Ball or Pokepad. I think I'm okay with Pokepadding for a Cyndaquil. No, that's Quilava. Cyndaquil. That way, if he decides to judge and I get a bad draw, hopefully I can Ultra Ball for a Meowth. And or draw another adventure to get more stuff here. Get second Meowth. Meganium, and the Ogerpon has energy on it. He might actually... Oh, is he attacking with the... Oh, I guess that's actually pretty good. Because he gets to put all that back in his hand. That's just not bad. Alright. Typhlosion. Quilava. And then Quilava for... I wish we could get a rare candy here. I don't think we can, because we don't play Petrol. This is like the one time I want a rare candy. I was just talking about how the deck don't need it. I guess we'll Quilava for an adventure. And then adventure. And get Typhlosion, Quilava, Fire. And then Fire, or Quilava, attach Fire. And then just go ahead and search again. This is kind of the cool thing about this deck is I have two of these set up. I'm almost guaranteed to get a knockout next turn regardless. If he judges me, then I'm going to be able to set up Quilava into Typhlosion with Fire Energy regardless due to its ability. I mean, it seems really good. But I'm gonna pass there. Hopefully they don't have a boss or anything to knock out one of the Quilavas. But if they do, it's not the end of the world because we have another one and then another one on the way to being set up. The fact that they lilies with a 6-card hand feels pretty good. That means they are having a rough time. Although, they just drew an 8-card hand, so they're probably going to be doing some pretty nasty stuff. we're just gonna run it up. I honestly did not pay attention if there was another adventure. There's not, so let's go ahead and deck check. So one is in the prize, but that's okay because we have more than enough. Okay, I think we're good on all of this. Maybe the Graph Mountain, but it's not necessary per se. Okay. So Typhlosion, and then Adventure, Lava, Typhlosion, Fire. I wish I had another Cyndaquil, but it's okay. Attach Fire here, evolve into Quilava, and I don't think we need any of our support Pokemon, so we're just going to take the knockout. There's the 4th Cyndaquil, so that's good. We can go ahead and start getting it set up if needed. I'm definitely going to go ahead and set it up, since the deck does play Night Stretchers and Lana's Aids and stuff like that. Yeah, the opponent went ahead and conceded. If I was the opponent there, I probably would have had to, due to the effect of pressure I had on them. And this is kind of the main point I was trying to stress here is the deck does not need the Dracloak line, like a heavier supported line and maybe more surge and stuff like that, but you don't need the Dracloak for draw engine. The deck has the perfect engine with the Quilava's ability and then the supporter that the Quilava goes and gets. It's super synergistic by itself. I honestly feel like this deck is very, very slept on. Let's hop into one more game here. I do want to go first. That's very good for us. Okay, well, not the best start, but we're getting there. Can't always be a 10. LGM. Yay. Definitely want to play against that. I kind of hope this means I'm playing against Baby Box. Baby Box is cool. Ultra Ball doesn't really do anything for me, so unfortunately we just have to pass. But if it is Baby Box, then we can just like slowly evolve, or like slowly attach and just attach when we're ready for knockout. So that is cool. Turn the music down a little bit. Okay, well, I wasn't worried about retreating anyways. It does appear that he's playing Baby Box though, which is a super cool archetype. It's definitely not my style of deck. I'm more of an aggressive style player, but... Oh, those are Dreepies. Dragon Ball Control. Reveal the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck. You may choose any number of them. Okay, so Tasakiri. I don't exactly know what Flute does. Reveal the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck. You may choose any number of... Okay, so he's trying to fill up the bench. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, so Quilava here. And I think this... Prevent all damage counters from being placed on bench Pokemon. Text and ability. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and throw the Battle Cage down probably next turn. Hoping that they Stadium first to get into... a like a watchtower or something to try to cut off Meowth. Actually, we have 2 battle cages. I'm gonna throw it down now. We can petrol next turn if have to, just to see what they do. They might destroy the stadium. I don't know. And honestly, I have no idea what I'm playing against. He might not even be playing Dragapult. He might just be playing Dracloak. Which I have seen some control lists do that. Now that they don't have Pidgeot anymore, still seems kind of bad though. Lily's turn 1 and then Lily's turn 2. Feels pretty good for me. Okay, what does this to Dene do? Put a trainer card from your discard pile into your hand. Okay, so he's trying to quote unquote Zerosic lock me. So it appears that we are getting the knockout on the Elgium. And I'm going to go ahead and Ethan's Adventure next turn. That way we can set up our bench even more so he can't try to flute and gum us up any worse than we could possibly already be. But, I mean, having 3 Cyndaquil is honestly more than enough. So, oh, and draw the fire. That's actually really good, isn't it? Triple Lava. Play Bonded by Journey. An Adventure. Bonded by Journey. Get an Adventure. So now we have 3. If he makes us the Roxas, we can discard another one. And then we're going to Adventure for another Cyndaquil, this, and this. Right? Yeah, we have Night Stretcher to get energy back. Yeah, let's do that. Boom. 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 And this is what I'm talking about. I'm not worried about the Dracloak line, so we're just rolling in the deep, as Adele would say. And go ahead and search for an adventure again and deck check while we're in there. Not that I'm just entirely worried about it. We do have a boss in the deck if needed. Gravity Mountain is in the deck if needed. Kieran along with and Brave Bengal in the deck if needed. I don't think they're on Dragapult, but just in case, I like to know what I have. The Petrol's in my hand, I can Petrol for Secret Box and get all those cards we just talked about. Okay, so we have that and that. We don't have, well, we have the Adventure. I was going to say, we don't have a way to get energy, but we have the Adventures. And we're going to attack for knockout, so I mean, I don't think they're going to LGM us next turn, but you never know. Psyduck probably won't be useful in this matchup, so Ultra Ball fodder for sure. Although I'm not super worried about Ultra Balling. I'm also not really super upset about Petroling next turn. Flipping Tails. That didn't necessarily matter because we had Night Stretcher and Double Adventure. Okay, so he's going to do it again. Okay, so heads. So like I said, we have Night Stretcher and Double Adventure. They should know this unless they have a way to shuffle our cards back in. Recon. If he's on the Zerosic train, then that's not going to be too important for him. He needs to do like a Judge or something and disrupt my hand. Keeping 3 cards is not a problem. Keep Night Stretcher, Adventure, and I guess Typhlosion. Looking at this hand. So he is going to Zerosics. So yeah, we will keep 1 Adventure. I kind of like keeping Petrol too. I mean, I guess we don't have to keep Typhlosion. But if the other one isn't in the deck, then that's kind of bad. But Petrol's a good card. Definitely don't need Switcher, Ultra Ball, Psyduck, or Victini. It's just down to one more. Keep the Typhlosion or the Adventure? Or the Petrol? You know what, we'll go ahead and ditch the Petrol. And then I'm just gonna play to keep my hand light and hope that works. The LGM ended up could have hurting there if he did that. So he's gonna get the Zerosix back to hand, I assume. Gravity Gemstone. Okay, so maybe he's worried about bossing Tatsugiri. Alright, we'll attack, or evolve, Adventure, Typhlosion Energy, evolve. I think I'm going to Night Structure the energy to keep energy in hand. It makes it a little bit harder for him to be able to... yeah, let's do that. Maybe I should have played around him Retreat Locking my Tatsugiri. But on the same token, like, I'm fine with stalling for a few turns until he knocks it out. I don't think he's going to have a way, and Railroad Candy isn't very needed. I don't think he's going to have a way to deal damage to my bench Pokemon or anything while he's stalling on the Tatsugiri. I guess realistically, benching the Cyndaquil was bad, because he can stall with it too, but we can attach energy and attack with it. So there is the Tatsugiri. Discard looks like. Nothing this Lana wants. So I guess we'll just attract customers. I mean, if he doesn't attach energy here, which surely he will, then I mean, I'll just attach and retreat after attracting customers, possibly try to draw into another Night Stretcher or something. Nine cards in hand. Gemstone. Okay, so we're not retreating with Tatsugiri. I figured he would do that. Well, I mean, that's almost the same thing as Impound at this point. Yeah, so he's gonna pass. I think... let's see what the attract gets us. Gets us a Lily, so that's good. So we're just going to attach here. And then Lily... yeah. Lily's into that phenomenal setup, and then I'm going to Ultra Ball away Bangle and Battle Cage, hoping there's a Quilava. There's not a Quilava. Okay, that's okay. I think I play a 4-4 line. I might have bricked that. That's fine. Not gonna get anything. And retreat. Boom. Check for knockout. Maybe I shouldn't have discarded Bangle, although I should. Yeah, I still have one. If he's playing the ult. Pokemon this card is attached to and the action line is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if this Pokemon is knocked out, moving energy from the attacking Pokemon to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Super crazy last game. Obviously the point is to get me to deck out. Their deck doesn't do much attacking, so that means I really have to be easy on the draw. Which I'm kinda not excited about this fan. If he does that, he did get back all of his little things. So I guess we'll see. Attaches to LGM. So is he going to switch here, or he's going to pass? Okay. So this is complicated. Complicated. Although I don't need to, I kind of want a secret box. Get the Kiran, he's never going to expect that. The Night Stretcher. Air Balloon. And Stadium card. I guess we'll get the Gravity Mountain even though it's not needed. And then I kinda want to Air Balloon. I think we just Air Balloon attack, right? And hold the Night Stretcher for another Typhlosion to get another attack off. And then we have the Kiran for another attack if we can get energy. So things are cooking here. Things are definitely cooking here. I mean, all those cards got revealed, so he should be able to see the line that I'm trying here. So he should know I have the Night Stretcher if he impounds me here. Like, that doesn't seem like the best play. But playing his deck, I don't know what the best play is, honestly. Boss, the Syndic Will. Okay, I was expecting that. So we do have the Kiran Night Stretcher. And at that point, we just have to worry about taking one more prize. Let's see. I think we only played 2 Night Stretcher. Pokepad. Well, if anything, Pokepad lets us look at the deck. So let's see what we have. Not worried about a Pokemon. So we do have a Night Stretcher left, so we can stall until we get it. We have a redeemable ticket. We could also draw Fire Energies. There's 2 left. I guess I can get the puts in your hand, right? Yeah. Well, of course it puts in your hand because you can get a stage 2 with it. Alright, so Shaman. And then we do have a fire, yeah. A Night Stretcher. Fire. I'm gonna attach it to this one, I think. Just because it has free retreat, I'm knocking out his retreat locker, so if he does some LGM stuff, Kiran, switch. I actually could have switched into Tetsugiri and then got a supporter first, but I don't think that matters. Check for knockout. This is definitely an interesting deck to play against, to say at the least. But Lava's good, it at least does decent damage and doesn't discard energy. He's gonna LGM this energy to something else. I discarded the switch, ironically, and I'm definitely gonna need that. Or I definitely should need that. Crushing Hammer, the energy. Oof, that's gross. Okay, he flip tails. Let's say that is grody. Oh wow, he just played. They come in pairs. At this current standpoint, though, we are definitely able to stall our opponent longer than they can stall me. Because I have not seen a shuffle in or a Dunsparce draw line yet. So obviously the goal is to get your opponents to deck out first, but they have 6 less cards than us. And they're not a take prize card style deck. Man, this Tatsugiri is tanking, son. Alright, well, let's Quilava and retreat into Tatsugiri. It has all of the energy on it. And attract customers. Get a Lilies. I think we're gonna play Lilies. I mean, if we get something, we can do it, so might as well. Alright, so we got the Night Stretcher, so we can, if he doesn't retreat lock us next turn, we have game next turn. So we're just gonna pass. Still 2 cards ahead. And they haven't showed Dunsparce line. I mean, surely they have it. But they might not. They might not. Ironically, he can't do the slight shift now because that's very bad for him. And we will be able to retreat and Ultra Ball for Meowth in order to get a boss, which should be in the deck. Let's say, actually, we don't have an energy in the discard pile. I just got to thinking about that. So we can't Night Switch with energies. Now we have to worry about drawing an energy. So basically, if we draw an energy, we win. What are you bossing? The lava, okay. Figured that. It's not gonna lie, that kind of sucks. Definitely a rough spot to be in. Rough spot to be in. Because now is this actually his way out? Count your prize cards, shuffle them, and then put them on the bottom of your deck. Then take that many cards from the top of your deck. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, no energy in the discard. No way to get energy that I'm aware of. So, pass. Lily shuffle in and draw 6, puts him still at less cards than us. Is that all 4 lilies? 3. Okay, drew the Meowth. I mean, I guess we'll look, but I don't think we have anything. Lonazade doesn't do anything. I guess realistically, we could Lilies and hope to draw a fire. I have 12 cards left, and there's 2 fire. Yeah. It's not horrible. Actually, no, that is also bad. Dang it. Oh no, we could, okay. So Lilies. So we drew fire, so we're going to retreat. Into Typhlosion, I guess. Or do we retreat into Tatsugiri? I guess we retreat into Tatsugiri. I don't know. I should have. It was actually bad of me to play the Meowth now, because now I can false the Meowth. I'm in the same spot. Actually, I'm just in the same spot anyway if he bosses. Jeez, man. This deck's such a pain. But we're beating him on time clock by about 45 seconds. So he's not going to out-time us. Okay, he passes. Draw boss here and win? No, of course not. Why would we? Okay, so I'm going to Night Stretcher Energy. Attach it to the free retreater Typhlosion. Retreat. Oh, actually, we're going to attract customers first. Boss. And I didn't play a supporter, so that is dub. Sweet. Get out of here, you filthy animal. You control deck. Make people not want to play the game. You're worse than Dragapult. And we got there. So Typhlosion taking the 3-0. Pretty easy games. But overall, 1500 damage, that's insane. Pretty good numbers. But overall, the deck performed very well, and let's see what we got. Just some gems. Let's see. Yeah, the deck performed very well. I was definitely a fan. So if y'all are interested in playing some Typhlosion, I would say a list pretty close to this one is about what I would do. Maybe second switch, maybe not, because we have the Kieran with 2 air balloon. But after playing it, it does feel like it needs a little something, but I'm not entirely sure what that is. Honestly, I don't like the Genesect in here. I guess realistically against Unfair Stamp, Genesect is good. But like I said, this engine right here with the Ethan's Adventure, getting your Typhlosions, your Cyndaquils, and your energy, just seems so good. So good. But that's all I have for today. I hope y'all liked the video. I hope y'all liked the revisit of the Ethan's Typhlosion deck. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. See y'all in the next one.